Welcome to another Sengoku Jidai battle. In this match against Pompey the Flatulent, I have the Tribal Rebels against his Ming Northern Army. So, the Tribal Rebels list does not use your standard Chinese-style infantry, mixed missile, and light spear. Instead, they have detached infantry skirmishers for missile support, and some decent dedicated melee infantry who are warriors and can move rapidly across country. Light spear swordsmen, cheap light spear, and fierce impact foot swordsmen, although they are very vulnerable to cavalry. Luckily, this does not look like friendly cavalry country. Yeah, a lot of forests. That should mean that we can slug it out in the middle, unless maybe he deploys back here with artillery here, infantry here and here, and cavalry lurking, ready to push out into the open. But we'll take that risk. So it isn't very cavalry friendly, but I'll probably grab a little bit of cheap cavalry anyway, just in case. And do I even want light guns? They might just slow me down. I don't think I'll bother. We'll grab tribal skirmishers with matchlocks and with bows. Do I want more? Given the terrain, I kind of do. Well, let's grab impact foot swordsmen. Could get large units, but that's 12 points just for the large unit size. I don't believe I can justify that. 30 point light spear swordsmen. And we could just spam more infantry. We'll take the archers. Okay, 112 points remaining. Do I want to put that into oversized units of infantry or a few units of cavalry just in case? Could even bring light artillery, but what do we got? We've already got 3 units of cavalry. I'm going to say that's enough and invest in more infantry for a swarm. Only question is what kind do I want? You? They are pretty good. There, maximum numbers. So our firepower, despite this, is still going to be nothing compared to what Pompey can muster, and I can only hope that he doesn't go for, say, a whole bunch of cavalry hanging out here. We might have a draw if he does that. Instead, I'm hoping for combat in the forest and charging infantry in the open. If we hold firm before impact, we should be okay. Alright, so let's use force confident deployment. Let's see. Let's get this massacre over with. I guess it's karmic justice for the 200 extra points last round. So I take it Pompey is not feeling confident. Oh, right. I have to deploy my own forces first. 1 second then. Okay, so we've deployed with our best infantry the light spear swordsmen and the impact foot swordsmen in the center to rush forward. We have our skirmishers spread out pretty evenly over the front. 2 units of cavalry are going to have to push into this open ground and then into this open ground. 1 unit of cavalry is in reserve should he attempt to put a bunch of horsemen in the center to slow us down. Then our terrible, no good light spear infantry are on the wings to try to stretch out our lines so that we can get into this forest and maybe into this forest and then edge around. My strategy is really just going to depend on whether he went all in on infantry, all in on cavalry, or some kind of mix. So, Pompey says, finding 3 movement impact foot with Ming infantry sounds like fun. The question is, does he try to do it with infantry, or does he invest in the admittedly overpriced 400 man units of cavalry? I think even a few units in the open could be very troublesome. The skirmishers are nice and all, but being skirmishers, their firepower isn't incredibly impressive. They couldn't, easily disrupt cavalry in a single volley or something like that. And I definitely did not bring any artillery to force movement either. Not that I think that was necessarily a mistake. I do think that I'm close enough that the deep stream shouldn't be much of an issue if I move quickly. I don't think he'll be able to deploy behind it. Hope not. So the remaining question is, does he push into the woods or stay in the open? So it's open or woods, open or stream, and cavalry or infantry are all the things I'm trying to look out for. He might also invest in a sizable amount of artillery. Oh yeah. Well, if we can reach them, it is lots of artillery though. Okay, so it's a fight in the open, which is good. The approach is going to involve some disruptions, I think. No need to be coy. So let's see. Light, medium, heavy, heavy, medium. So 4 batteries that can reach me right away. Now the range on medium artillery anyway is 16 tiles. So right there. So we should probably wait for a moment until our wings have moved up. This way we'll only be under fire from the heavy artillery. And in addition, let's see, there's a lane for cavalry to advance there. We just want to make sure the horsemen are behind the infantry. So I think in a few turns, maybe 2 turns, 3 turns, we'll be all lined up and ready to go. And then we'll just have to push across the center and brave the artillery fire. Next turn. So it should just be the heavy guns shooting now. Well, the medium guns can shoot at my skirmishers, it's not a huge deal. Let's see. Crossbowmen, I really don't care about crossbowmen. They're going to be pretty useless against anything but my cavalry. Fall back. Okay, so he's not going to contest this forest, so we'll have time. Cavalry there, so we might want to bring our own cavalry all the way around as well. Okay, to the wings with you. And same with you. This is going to take a little bit of time. And our skirmishers, let's see if we can stay hidden in the marsh. And let's take cover away from the artillery as much as possible. We could always try to stick these units in this forest and do some harassing from there. Because of our mobility, these sorts of really wide sweeps are actually a possibility. And if we run into something bad, we can just turn around and run away. No problem. Next turn. 18 turns remaining is plenty of time. I did hear a second cavalry unit somewhere. Send one more light spear cavalry over to that wing. Move our light archers over as well. Good. This large unit, I'm going to go hide in the forest because they are extra vulnerable to artillery. What's your radius? Pretty hefty. There. And no need to do anything else yet. I suppose we can finish with that. Which way do I want the cavalry? Do I want them here or here? Probably over here, even though there is a lot of rough where they can be of some use assisting this infantry. Next turn. Maybe what we should be doing is shifting over a bit so that we can try to get all the way behind. Light guns. Protected, which means there's non-light infantry in there. Not that that's really such a big deal. Okay. What do we do? Keep following up behind? Yeah, I think all the way here is fine. And I think we don't really need to move the center up for a few more turns. Once we do, it's going to get ugly with all the artillery fire. Next turn. these guns, yeah, they probably can hit us once we pop out. There's the cavalry. Do we move up yet? No, not yet. Still not in position. I wonder how much is hiding in here. That's fine. Next turn. Right, take cover in there. Now, I might shift my lights here over to one of the wings to help out. The question is, which one? Push this unit forward towards the forest. I just don't know exactly what's in there. The only way to find out is going to be to get my units disrupted. Alright, more lights over there then. Next turn. Shit. Well, that slows down that idea. Back into the forest you go. Okay, is it time yet? Well, given that, I don't feel like it is, but I've only got 13 turns left, so maybe it is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns to cross. Yep, it's time then. Do we pop out with the cavalry now? Soon. We'll do it next turn. What about you lot? Do you move up yet? No, we should wait till we have the infantry support nearby. Do we sacrifice a unit to see exactly what's in here? I don't think it matters. I think we just have to wait till the main line arrives and then everybody goes in at once and see what happens. Next turn. Aha. Yep. Okay. Well, now what? Suppose you keep moving up. Oh man. Anyway, let's see. Most unpleasant, this artillery. Alright, rush across then. Oh, I made the same stupid mistake. Ah, it's so annoying. Whatever, fine. Good. Right. Let's make more targets available then. Next turn. Okay, it's time to get a move on. Let's see, light artillery is where? There. So that's the edge of range. Do we commence skirmishing yet? Probably not. I mean, what's the point until there's more infantry support available? But we can start getting ready for it at least. Get ready to charge those guns. Alright, next turn we'll start an engagement here, while everyone else keeps moving forward. Next turn. Oh, for Christ's sake. We're gonna have to cover that then. Well, at least the guns aren't on hills, so we're able to cover it, but it still is really annoying. It slows this down. Right, that's the edge of light artillery range. I'm guessing there's something unpleasant in here. Okay, is it time, or do we wait for the main line to get a little bit closer? Well, let's get in there. That's something to do. Do I find out what's in there? Sure. What's in there? Heavy infantry. Okay. Let's start pushing lights forward to harass them. Get up to the edge of the wood line. Good. Now, do we explore the forest yet? Let's prepare to push this corner for the moment. Alright, what do we find? Raw melee infantry. Not a big deal. Yes, let's prepare to push out, but not actually do it yet. Okay, 10 turns remaining. Next turn. Crossbowmen are going to be a problem for the cavalry. Yeah, figured something is in there. Handgunners. Ugh. Okay, glad we didn't get another disruption there at least. Good. Who's in command of this unit? Are you able to... No, I should have done that earlier. Still out of bow shot. Get ready, and what to do with this cavalry. A lot of crossbowmen. Well, it's time to push. Stay level for now. Could push into charge range of the village, but then we're in bow shot as well. So I want to, fortunately, I really do want to wait to advance with the cavalry until infantry support can arrive, to balance that between not wanting to get shot at by cannons at the same time. Okay, now it's a lot of archery. They're raw though. Let's move to their half arc of fire. Shoot. No line of sight. We have impact foot. 2 units of impact foot. Okay. Get ready to charge. Okay, I moved these guys here because I realized that if you charge, they would try to evade and then fail, and we don't want that. Move into support range, and support range. Okay, now we've got what, raw. So only one of these has light spear. Well, anyway, it's time to see what friends we can make. This is unpleasant, but it's important to know what's in here. It's also important to get as few shots in against our main line as possible. Raw crossbowmen, whatever. Oof, even more infantry. Well, we're kind of in it now. Let's keep this 1 unit in reserve, so if the cavalry charges out, we can at least distract it. Do we have time to mess around like this? Or do we need to just get involved? No, I think we have to take the time to bring up the infantry. Next turn. Now, this whole confrontation here against this forest is making me regret investing in lights. All those points could have got still more infantry that could just charge in at this point. And even if they disrupted before contact, well, the enemy is disordered too, so it would make a great difference. Now we have to hope to hold firm. Damn. They held firm there, that's so unfortunate. I was hoping for a frag or something. Not a good start. Well, what can we do? Get in and impact your way in. Hold the impact. This gun's being protected, so we can't just charge it with the lights. You're very much in the way. Just move. Oh, great. Here we go. Disruption. And push light spears forward. And warriors forward. Gonna push everybody who we can into charge range. Try to rally them. Take cover. Huh. Archers with light guns. You draw some fire. They hold firm. It's risky for the cavalry, but we've got to try. Get out. Ouch. Now we're going to have a big gap open up here. Can't charge anywhere without getting flanked. So we might just have to go for it. We need to wait, I think. Next turn. Got another disruption. We've got to start making it into melee contact before it's all too late. This is all coming apart. Gonna lose the entire right flank. The question is, can we recover the situation at all in the center before this swings around? It's looking unlikely. Ugh, that was painful. Wow. Okay, this is going to be over very fast. Gotta gamble. Who do we even have left? Well, it's going or get shot at, so we're going in. You're fragged and useless. In you go. Well, eat some fire. What else are you gonna do? Good. Press on. Into charge range. And charge. We don't have melee capability here. They'll have a light spear, but we can win in melee. Here, eat some ammo. Good. Now you move up, you block in, then charge. We can win with our swordsman POA. Get ready to rally up. You better. And can't really move there either because we'll get shot. This is a catastrophe. Well, for one thing, apparently should have waited to move here, but for another, just should not have approached this and should have maybe held back here and pushed everyone to the front. More importantly, not sunk so many points into skirmishers. But I knew that was a gamble, and there was no way to be sure of what he was going to do. Next turn. And that's nice and all, but now we're going to eat bullets straight into the face, just standing there reforming after the melee. That's deeply unpleasant. god, it's just dreadful. Okay. What can we even do? Can't charge because he's under control of these light guns. Try to run away? Here, absorb some fire. Great job. Okay, what can we do here? Charge for impact. We fail. Get those light spears in there, and we score a frag. Good. You are a light spear. That's no good. Join the fun. No disruption. Can't charge there. Still can't charge here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Go for the break? Go for the break. Nope. Next turn. Well, at least something good happened. Very nice. So the Dao, the swordsmen, are impact foots. The enemy cannot fall back from them. But the Qiang, the spearmen, are not impact foot, and thus the enemy loses a combat. They do have a decent chance of falling back, which of course allows them to then pour in archery or musketry. Yeah, that sort of delightful thing. Well, looks like we do at least get another turn in. And here I was worried about running out of time. Now I wish there was less time left. About time. Okay, well, you are doomed. Go hide. Great, you're doomed. So what can we actually do here? Could charge there. Or there. Let's right the zone of control. Well, charge in for impact. We'll have to zone of control this cavalry unit if they try to set up a flank. Get in for your swordsman ability. Good. Now we can do something. No point in doing that when we can just they are weakened, but that's okay. Face off there and then get ready to join the fray. You just need to be annoying, really. Just sit there. If they charge, we evade off map. Whatever, if they turn, we come back and shoot. We're going to stand here, hopefully not break. And if we don't break, charge. If we do, well, it's not like things can look much worse anyway. But at least we've engaged here, even though we're just about wiped out. The true fighting quality of the Ming troops always shines in the end. I'm guessing that's sarcasm with the route percent, so maybe I get some good checks in my favor. I'm still going to lose this by getting rolled up from right to left, but I'm at least dying with dignity now. Break. And a break in disruption. Good. Excellent. Lucky we didn't oh, that is nice. Here the question isn't does this unit break, it's does this unit also break. They're in the village, so it's not a rear charge. But I think they're already disrupted, yep. So they might frag and then die, which would... I really want a heroic rally into the stand, but the odds are unlikely. Okay, he does try to set up the flank instead of going into contact. So we'll have to sacrifice another unit. We lose a number of units and don't break any. So I'm guessing my heroic village stand doesn't really happen. They don't break. They're still disrupted, unfortunately. Including against a melee unit, is that right? Disrupted in a steady unit, I see. Well, I would love some rallies now, please. Cavalry joins in, hardly seems necessary. There's a frag, okay. So now We need to block the charge with our zone of control here, even though it means our infantry is going to get run down. Then set up a flank, and let's pile on here. Yeah, we pile on here. Impact charge into the disrupted unit, and if I move here, no, alright, that's fine. Set that up, get a shot off, charge in. Gotta love raw troops. Bye. Do we go for it? Let's go for it. We'll just bounce off when we lose, that's not a big deal. And you... yeah, just use your swordsman ability. Yeah, dying with dignity. That's something. Next turn. Yeah, such a shame. Such a disappointment. Okay, if we can last one more turn, we can put some serious hurt down. Well, I thought we'd catch them, but instead we are in an unenviable position here. It's nice knowing them. Let's take out these guns. Let's see. Yeah, we need to try to go rescue this unit. If we even have time for that. And next. Well, a bright spot in all this is because he is deployed towards the back of the map, his men are fleeing right off the edge. So at least forestalls or rallies, but it's still looking pretty damn grim. especially for that poor cavalry unit. They are just going to get obliterated, just destroyed. Oh my god, yeah, it's just awful. These cannons are still here, of course. Oh. Do we evade off map? Not quite. That's fine, actually. Gotta move to the rescue. Good, another break. What about a rally, guys? Yes, please. Well, here, unfortunately, we have to charge. Stat or be shot at. So let's get in and hope we don't bounce. We don't. Good, and these are medium foot. They can't charge cavalry, only warriors can. So that buys us a bit of time. And in the meantime, we can shift over here and turn about. Charge them and maybe push this way. That's not really what I was hoping for, but okay. That's position for a flank attack. Disperse these guns. Who is left? You. Shift over. You can just stay where you are. Actually, shift that way. Right. Next turn. 2 turns remaining. It's 44 to 44. Who else am I going to lose? At least this unit is going to get flanked. Good. Break. Which way do we run and do they follow? Oh, come on, don't. Oh, that's good. Alright, we evade off map, that's good. Does not lead to any route percent, unlike in Fog 2. Huh, maybe I'm going to survive to a draw. Raw heavy weapon. Light spear. These guys are disrupted though. Break. Interesting. Brace for impact. This is annoying. We need you to start pushing into the open. And I suppose we might need to use our swordsman skill. Even disrupted against raw matchlocks might be okay. Let's get that flank and break. impact foot swords. Can push towards these raw archers. Alright. 1 turn remaining. Next turn. Wait, I have a lead? What the hell is going on? What is this? Hold. Good. 50 to 50. And then we have 1 turn of play left, I believe. Oh. Oh no, that's it. So we draw out exactly 50 to 50. As I already said, I think I should have dispensed with the skirmishers and just gone all in on melee infantry, and had I done so, maybe I would have been able to sweep the field instead of losing my entire right wing. But luckily the melee power of my infantry did enable me to overrun the center, where it was more of a one-on-one fight, as opposed to the flank where I just opened myself up and got rolled up. So a very well-played defense by Pompey. And well, you don't see a draw that even every day. So a very good game, well played as always to Pompey, and till next time.